Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to do the Millicent Questline. This is going to get you 3 different talismans, albeit you are going to have to do it twice if you want to get all 3. The first one is going to be Millicent's prothesis. Can't talk. It's going to give you plus 5 dex, and then it's going to give you up to an 11% increased attack power on successive attacks. Second one's going to be the Flock Canvas Talisman. You get this at the very end. Or you can actually just kill Millicent at any point and go to Gowry, and I believe he will drop it, but I have not tried that, so don't quote me on that, but that is what I have read. And then after that, you have the Rotten Wing Sword insignia, which is a very, very popular insignia. It gives you up to a 13% attack power boost on successive attacks. So you get 3 different talismans that are super good, so you definitely want to do this. So if you went ahead and started following my path from behind the Third Church of America, I'm going to take you guys right to where it starts and show you guys the path that I do to get there. Because typically I already have this open anyway because I like to go over and kill the dragon. But from Fort Faroth, you can run right down over here. And then there's a spirit spring over here to the right. You can drop down to the right and you'll actually end up right behind it. If you do not do this, I believe you have to do the Celia Town of Sorcery thing in order to unlock being able to get up here. So this is kind of a little bit of a shortcut so you don't have to do a bunch of extra work. But yeah, so then right here is going to be where Millicent's going to be up against this wall. Alright, so now we just got to talk to her. She's going to tell you that her body wreathes with scarlet rot and that you need her. Well, she doesn't really say that there's any help, but then we're going to come down here and we're going to find this guy named Gowry. So from the Church of the Plague, we're going to run and jump down here. So if you haven't done the Celia place yet, you're not going to be able to walk up that pathway because it's going to be blocked. So we're just going to go run over here, and there's actually going to be a little way to jump down. Just watch out for these sorcery guys. One of them like spawns right in your way. I just like died awkwardly the first time I did this because I just decided to not just kill the guy and to sit here and try to run around him. Then I just got killed. It's pretty humorous, honestly. And then jump over here, jump down, come back around, and he is going to be in this little hut over here. I've already completed it in this clip, but he is not going to be dead in this chair. All right, so now Gowry, he's going to tell you to get this needle from deep in the swamp of Aeonia. And that if you do that, he'll teach you the secrets of, Celia or something like that. So that's like the normal way that you actually get up to Millicent. But we went and took the shortcut route. So now we need to go kill Commander O'Neill. So Commander O'Neill is like right in the middle of the swamp. So just go in here and just kill him. He's not crazy hard, but he does summon some dudes. So be careful on that. But then after you kill him, he'll drop that golden needle for you, which is nice. Alright, now we're going to go back to Gowry. He's going to say, let me take a look at the needle. He's going to give you the secrets, and then he pretty much wants you just need to go sit at a grace, and then come back, and then talk to him again. And then after you talk to him again, he's going to give you the needle. So now we need to go back up to Millicent. So normally, since you have the Celia secrets, you'd have to go do that whole town thing, and that's going to unlock getting up there. That's why he gives you the secrets, but we skipped that, so cool stuff. So now we're going to go give Millicent the needle. Alright, so now we go back up here, and she's going to say, get away from me. I have scarlet rot, yada yada yada, poor me, I have no arm. So we're going to give her the needle, and then she's going to do this, avert your eyes. And now we just need to go back to a grace and sit down and then talk to her again after. Alright, so now we are going to talk to her again, and then after we talk to her here, we're going to need to go back down to Gowry's shack because she's going to be standing there, and you have to exhaust her dialogue in these places in order to get her to move to the next place with this one. Alright, so now she's going to go to this place and say, or go back to Gowry's shack and say, oh, I feel like I need to say goodbye to somebody, and then she's going to finally move. So now she's going to go to the Erdtree Gazing Hill. You're going to talk to her, and she's going to say, like, oh, I wish I had an arm. I wish I could help you. And you can summon her for the Magma Worm fight and then the Windmill Hill fight upcoming after this. So now we want to get the Valkyries prothesis. So this is going to be over in this shaded castle. All you have to do is just make a little bit of a run like I had shown on the map there. It's a pretty straight shot. It's just kind of out in the back. And then you're going to have to go and run kind of over to the back side of it to find that little entrance spot that I went through. There's 2 entrance spots. You want to go to the back one that's in the back left because it'll take you closer to right here so you don't have to walk as far. And then you'll just make this little run, watch out for the Clean Rot Knight, and you'll have this Valkyrie's prothesis right here, and then kill this guy if you so feel like it. Alright, now we're going to give Millicent the prothesis, and then we are going to see her again in Windmill Village after we rest at the site of. Alright, so Windmill Village is, you can take this path here, you just follow a road, swing a left, just keep following the road up, and then you'll find this weird village of dancing old ladies. Then after you walk to the top of it, you'll find the small little boss fight. You'll fight the Godskin Apostle, and you can summon Millicent for this. If you'd like, I didn't, but yeah, you can. There's a and then I'm not sure there's going to be. I guess Blackblade Kindred. I think after this is the last one you can summon her for. All right, so now we just want to talk to her here. You don't have to summon her for any of the fights, by the way. But yeah, so now she's gonna say she's gonna move to the mountaintop of the giants. All right, so now we need to get the first half of the Haligtree Medallion. So go back over to Lernia, kind of run in over where this cliff is. Then you just need to go down to the bottom, run up to the top. If you go over the bridge, you went too far. Then you just hit this pot. This guy will give it to you. He'll get all scared and stuff. But yeah, so not too bad to get. And then the next half of it is going to be in the mountaintop of the giants, which is, so you are going to have to get a little bit later into the game in order to get it. Alright, so now we have the Haligtree Medallion. I'm just going to go ahead and show you where this is. You have to go do Castle Sol and Mountaintop of the Giants. This is right after you do that boss fight. It's not crazy hard, but it can be a little annoying, but it's just right up here up top. Alright, and then we want to go to the Ancient Snow Valley Ruins. You're going to end up running past this, even getting over to Castle Sol, so it's just right at the beginning. Just head straight through, and you'll eventually run into her. It's just kind of a straight path, so. Alright, so now we have this lift of Rolled. So after you unlock Mountaintop of the Giants by killing Morgott and going through the Lindell Royal Capital, once you make that run over there, you're just going to need to go take your medallion, do the switch action, and hoist the secret medallion, and then that's going to take you to the entrance of the consecrated snowfields. So, yeah. Alright, so now we need to go to Liturgical Town in the consecrated snowfield, and we need to do this puzzle. So, you need to go light 3 candles. Now, my recommendation is you can do this a couple ways, and keep in mind if you do die, it does not unlight the candle. So what I do here is, and I'll show you why, because you have to be really careful because there's a bunch of like invisible assassins out here. On top of, you have all these bow people. So when you light this candle up, and then you drop down, and then if you try to just run over there to where that ladder is, that's going to take you to the next 2. You'll end up just getting like bowed down by this person because it'll aggro them. So what you can do is just die, and then after you get that one, re-go back into it, and then go ahead and hop over here. And yeah, see, now the bow person isn't aggroed. And then come up here. This is going to be the second one. Now, my recommendation for this next bow person is either you have a bow or some way of range of dealing with it, or you need to just sprint, because there's going to be 2 bow people shooting at you, and it's either going to be the best defense is a good offense, or you're going to have to sit there with a bow. Yeah, so duck, dip, dive, and dodge, and then, yeah, just be careful, because you can see here I end up just straight up falling off, but I do end up killing it, so that's fine. Then you can just run back around. The biggest fear you should have is just running into one of those assassins, which I didn't ever run into. If you don't move super far and you kind of run in these straight lines like I have been, you shouldn't run into one. The last couple times I've done this, I haven't. But yeah, this is definitely going to be probably the most annoying part of this, with the exception of the first run through the Haligtree to get to like the first site of grace. Yeah, here's going to be the second candle, and then the next candle, the last one's actually pretty easy to get to. You just drop down right here and just run straight there. And boom, there you have it. So then in the back of the town, there is going to be a little portal, and you take that portal and it'll take you to the Haligtree. Alright, so now at the Haligtree, this is going to be another little bit of an annoying run. We want to go, come over here, start running through these branches. Be careful of the bubble guys. If they shoot you and hit you, it's going to do a decent amount of damage. Watch out for the bugs over here. Now, as you're running over here, you're going to see these spores that explode, so try not to hit them. There's one right there to the right, and they only trigger if you get close. And then you just got to make sure that you dodge roll those bubbles, because if they hit you, it is going to be rough. And then there's going to be a ladder Yeah, there's going to be a ladder right up over here. And that'll take you down to the first side of grace. And then from that side of grace, we can do the next little bit of a run. So, alright, so go ahead and rest up here if you need to refill your potions or anything, because depending on like, which playthrough you're at, what your power level is going to really determine like how difficult this run is. But you can really just run past everything. So now we're going to make this run to the next side of grace. Not as long as you don't fall off and you don't aggro that Leonin Misbegotten guy, you should be good. And that's going to take us to this next side of grace right here as another checkpoint, so you can refill and do whatever you want. And don't feel like you can't explore. Like if you've never been here, like definitely just go around and explore and do whatever. I'm just showing you where the the side of graces are on the way to finish the Millicent stuff. But yeah, so jump across these roofs. Then we are going to take this ladder down. And then we are about to get to the first boss fight of the Haligtree. It's not crazy difficult. You're just fighting, another sorcerer knight on a horse. But yeah, all right. And keep in mind, she doesn't actually spawn until you like walk in a decent ways. So you can actually like walk over to the left, walk over to the left a little bit, and then those dudes that are shooting at you won't attack you. And then she'll spawn, and then mess her up. Do the deed. Yeah, she just does the bow attack. She really, if you've done Carry a Manor, you've probably seen her whole entire moveset. It's like a carbon copy of that. Alright, so from I believe that's the promenade, we will keep on going, but congratulations, you've made it past the most annoying parts of this. The rest of this is just going to be a run. I guess there's one last annoying part, potentially, depending on what your build is, but we have to kill an ulcerated tree spirit. So we'll see how tough that is. Alright, so now, right here, we are going to then make it to the prayer room, which is going to be Millicent's last spot until we kill the ulcerated tree spirit. Yeah. Alright. So let's talk to her again. And she's going to go on about why she's here and the kinship. And keep in mind, you will have to do this whole entire questline twice because there are two options at the end, so we'll go over that in a second. But from the prayer room to the inner wall Haligtree run now, this one is really not too bad. There's just a jump you have to make. It's not this one. It's the one after this. So make sure you let that putrid avatar walk away so you don't accidentally aggro it. And then up here to the left, you can see here that I died. I actually failed this jump the first time. But yeah, you got to make that jump. And then if you make that jump, yeah, congratulations, you did it. And you come over here. You want to go down through this door. The reason why you're going this way is because it's going to put you outside of this putrid avatar that's guarding the door, so you can drop down behind it. If you don't go this way and you go the other way, you might find it a little bit harder. But yeah. But every time I do this, I always just end up dying right here anyway, so it's all good. Alright, so Haligtree inner wall to the drainage channel. We're getting close. We are getting close to the end of this long, long road. Oh my gosh. Alright, so down and in here. You can run through this. I saw some people like just rolling through this, and I don't know why. Like, just run. Just do a sprint, and then like nothing should aggro to you if you just sprint immediately in the whole time. Alright, come up here. Don't fall off the branch like I almost did there. And then down this ladder will be the drainage channel side of grace, which you're actually really close to the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman if you're interested in that too. Alright, now let's go fight an ulcerated tree spirit. Maybe, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it yeeted me off this first time. Let's see. Yeah, I want to say I just got absolutely totally yeeted. But come up here, watch out for that guy. You can kill him if you want, you don't have to. But yeah, you just fell off the ledge. Then come down here. And in order to get him to aggro, you have to walk towards that item that is in there. It's a great grave glovewort, so it's worth getting. It'll give you a maxed out thing on one of your summons. It'll give you that last rank. But yeah, so this is me forgetting how to trigger it, going, wait, what the heck, what do I do to trigger this thing? And I was like, oh, I bet I gotta walk out here, and then, oh, yep, there it goes. And then I get absolutely yeeted, yep. Alright, so to kill this thing, there's two options. You actually can If you do it right, you should be able, you can actually aggro it from a branch, and if you stand up here like where I'm at, it actually will seem to just kind of stay in there. So if you have range, you can easily take it from range. I just said, YOLO 420 blaze it and jumped into the Scarlet Rot and started fisticuffing with it, but I'm also doing a Savage Claws build here, so I don't know if I would necessarily recommend it doing that. I don't know if what I did was the smartest here or the best way to take it down, but I know that there are ways to cheese it from those cliffs if you have range, so you can do that if it's being too annoying for you. Or you can just, be a man and jump in and kill it like that. Alright, so if you summon to help her, that will be how you get the Rotten Wing Sword Talisman. If you summon to help them and kill her, that is how you're going to get her prothesis. Both are worth having because they are stackable. So you can get a very nice, so if you're doing a build that has successive attacks and you can't think of an option of what to run, Rotten Wing Sword Talisman and Millicent's prothesis are both very good options, and I think they're both worth getting. It's definitely worth doing this questline twice. And yeah, that's it. You did it. Congratulations. You made it through the whole quest line. Now go back to Gowry's shack. You should find him dead or crying. If he's crying, just kill him and he'll drop this canvas flock talisman. Alright guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. I know this is a long quest line. I know it takes you literally through the whole game in order to get there, but it's definitely worth doing, especially for New Game Plus. Oh my gosh, the talismans that you get from this are all very good. Flock canvas is okay, but Millicent's prothesis giving you a plus, I believe it gives you a plus 5 or 10 to dex, and then it also gives you a successive attack power boost, plus Rotten Wing Sword giving you a successive attack power boost that stacks with that is just, it's fantastic. And I believe you can also stack the Winged Sword Talisman with this as well. So if you're trying to do a successive attack power build, there you go. Go ahead and get yourself a Thorny Crack tier from the Consecrated Snowfield that you've unlocked while you're at it, and you will have tons and tons of attack power for hitting things multiple times. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.